Everyone, this is Shivam Mehta, a student at CEPT University pursuing a master's degree in construction engineering management. As a part of the studio construction project formulation and appraisal, we got an project on effluent treatment plant. So let me go through into the workflow that deals with project feasibility such as location analysis, demand analysis, stakeholder management, target value design, legal compliance, cost breakdown, base schedule, etc. So now we will see project brief. The project is located in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. The name of the project is 30 MLD Common Effluent Treatment Plant. Type of project is Greenfield. Site area is 20,087 square meter. Project cost is 185 crores, which includes 10 years of operation and maintenance. Project duration for construction and trial run is 27 months, which include 24 months is for construction and 3 months is for trial and run. Type of contract is EPC, engineering, procurement and construct, with it also include 10 years of operation and maintenance. Project funding is done by central government, state government and industrial association. Current status of the project is under construction. The objective is to transport, treat and dispose of wastewater generated by textile manufacturers and hand screen printing firms to stop the water, air and land pollution caused by these industries. Initially, wastewater from these companies were dumped or discharged directly into the sewage pipelines, which regularly overflowed or burst the pipeline because of the lack of carrying capacity in the region. The water was not treated according to the required criteria, which were resulting in polluting the river water. So now we'll see location analysis. In location analysis, we have done micro analysis in Ahmedabad city for 4 locations like location A, location B, location C and location D as shown in figure. So based on this 4 location, 6 criterias were finalized like number of industries, distance from disposal point, distance from residential areas, availability of land, availability of road infrastructure, potential pollution potential of effluent. So for the scorings of this, all the 6 criterias were done by experts and the government officials. Like the location C scores the 56 point, which is the highest out of 65, and the location D has 42, location A has 41 and location B has 40 points. So as per in the inference, to determine the optimum location CETP project, based on each the criteria the scores were given, and location C is the optimum, or we can say the best location for CETP project in Ahmedabad. Now we will see stakeholder management. For stakeholder management, uh, the process was like first we identify of stakeholders, clarifying of stakeholders based on their environment, analysis stakeholders power, interest, influence and impact, then preparation of matrices and stakeholders engagement plans. Like and the stakeholders, we divided stakeholders in 5, like consultants, government agencies, contractors and vendors, funding agencies and other stakeholders. So total for this project 47 stakeholders were identified, and yeah, few of them we have written. So now we'll see stakeholders matrix. Like there are total 3 matrix prepared: power interest matrix, power influence matrix, impact influence matrix. Before going into this matrix, we'll see the stakeholders division. Like you can see in the right side of the presentation, like 1 to 10 the government agencies are there, 11 to 14 funding agencies, 15 to 22 vendors and contractors, 23 to 35 is consultants, 36 to 47 are other stakeholders. Now, in power and interest matrix, it deals with what are the stakeholders that should be managed very closely, who has high power and high interest related to the project. And same in power influence matrix, it says that what are which are the stakeholders which should manage closely, who has high power as well as influence for the project. Same in the third one, influence impact matrix, who says which are the stakeholders which should be managed closely, who has high influence and high impact. So from these three tables we conclude that the closely managed stakeholders are standing committee, municipal corporation, industrial association, and state pollution control board or central pollution control board are having high power, high influence, and high impact for the projects because they are the key decision makers who can take a decision for these projects. So now we'll see project schedule. For project schedule, the methodology was the all activities were listed phase wise as per WBS work breakdown structure. Their duration and interrelationship with each other were defined. Some intermediate activities were defined as milestones to keep track of the project schedule. The duration for the each phase is opt and the project expected to complete by 2033, which includes operation and maintenance of 10 years. So the assumptions were for the project, like the project starting date is 5th of March 2019, but the actual project date was quite earlier, and only Sundays were considered as non-working days. The project got delayed due to several months due to COVID pandemic, which has been ignored in this schedule. The timeline is based on planning of municipal corporation and contractor. When resources are required, they will be made available on time, and labor will be available during the rainy season as well. So as WBS inception phase will take 160 days, uh, and for procurement of development it will take 49 days, and EPCC ONM engineering procurement contract and operation and maintenance it has 4 to 30 days. So as per this, and the mainly time will be consumed by EPCC ONM, which has 95 percentage. So we'll see target value design. Target value design is a methodology by which the design and the construction can be kept in mind the target cost functionality with the project constraint. For our project, we have considered a security cabin. So for D1 has a process in which the client prepares a design brief, then it submits to designer. Designer then design and prepares design brief, then design brief is submitted to contractor, then contractor will quote for the work and the quotation will be given to the client again. So for that the final cost for our D1 arrived at 4,37,781. Then a target cost was fixed for 3,50,000. So now for D2, it will be like client, designer, and contractor will sit together. In D1, it was like they were working separately. Now in D2, all will come together and work on it. So as per changes in D1 approve, and they will discuss and they will make the changes. And the D2 cost was 3,62,521. The amount reduced with respect to D1 was 75,260. The reduction was in 17.19 percentage. Now you can see in the comparison, like on by changing the few materials and the types, many things have changed. Like in the furniture, we have changed sofas with aluminum chairs, and in window they were like wooden windows. Now we are applying aluminum glass windows, and interior wall was replaced by aluminum partition walls. So this suggests that the better communication between stakeholders can have a major impact not only on the cost but also the value of the project. So now we will see cost breakdown. So the main purpose of cost breakdown is to understand how much money will be spent on the project. This assists in estimating cash flows during the project as well as knowing the expense involved during construction. Aside from cash flows, the client can plan his payment ahead of time. Cross breakdown helps in procurement of various stakeholders such as consultants, contractors by creating a standard for competitive bidding. So for cost breakdown, we have referred 4-5 DPRs and tender of common effluent treatment plant in India. So for our project, the the cost breakdown was as in inception phase it requires 2.09 cr, procurement phase it's 2.24 cr, EPCC like engineering performance construction it's 78.93 cr, and ONM will be of 101.74 crore for 10 years. So the maximum is ONM which is of 55 percentage. So further breakdown of the cost stage wise was in inception what are the feasibility consultant plus approvals and procurement like PMC plus proof consultant in EPC like civil works will require 39.01 crores, mechanical will be 29.78 crores, electrical works will be 2.14 and pipeline network will be of 8 crores which is from CETP to outlet point. So these are the charts which gives the detailed distribution in civil works what will be of how much percentage like the roads, paths, street lights, water supply drainage which has 2.4% of total cost, effluent pumping station has 1.5%. Same in mechanical cost it will be pre-treatment units have 0.6 percentage only of total cost. In electrical cost LT and MV panels has 0.081 so on, and in operation maintenance same the cost of disposal will be 8% of cost of manpower have 7 percentage. So as per the difference the cost breakdown is created as per WBS and the majority of the money will be spent on operation and maintenance which is 55% followed by construction phase for 44%. The clients need 185 crore to build 30 MLD CETP with a 10 years of operation and maintenance contract. Learning outcomes for location analysis, different parameters for location analysis were identified and were conducted in the 4 areas. Then the location C was the most suitable location. Now for stakeholders, there were 47 stakeholders identified and they were divided into 5 stakeholder categories, and then they were broke down into various matrices. Then the closely managed stakeholders were standing community, municipal corporation, industrial association, and GPCB, CPCB. They should be managed very closely for project success. Now, project schedule. Project schedule was created according to WPS, and WBS is required to determine the total duration of the project, then interlinking the activities and defining a critical path. The schedule was then divided into 3 phases: inception, procurement, and EPC O&M. And for EPC, the 27 months are allotted for construction with trial and run, and for O&M, we have allotted 10 years. Now for target value design, uh, there were two processes used to create a security cabin, D1 and D2. In D1, client, designer, beam modeler, and contractor were working separately, but in D2, everyone worked together, which resulted in 17.19% of cost saving, and the design was made very good. Now for cost breakdown, the cost breakdown is created while comparing WBS and comparing other CETPs in India. It for constructing a CETP of 30 MLD, 185 crore will be needed for construction and O&M of 10 years. This study assists us in understanding the techniques of client use for quoting bids and tendering, as well as how calculate cost through contractor and material procurement. Thank you.